Dun, 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 dun. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Bum, 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 bum.
I can't find it.
Oh, that's okay. We're going to do a special something, but let me see if I can find it real quick. Hold on. You know what it's called? Hold on a second. I think I got it. You guys in the crowd, just wait.
You were drunk. You were drunk. You were drunk.
That's a special tribute to my man Bob Funk, who finally showed up after however many weeks. What's up, party people of the AACL? What's going on? What's happening? What's cracking? Nothing but the highest tech, most efficient shit we got around here in the AACL. What's going on? What's happening? What the fuck is cracking? This is the 14th episode of AACL Tonight, and we're going to talk a little bit not only about rankings, players of the week, all that shit, but we're going to talk about playoffs. Playoffs? We're talking about playoffs? Yeah, we're fucking talking about playoffs. How'd you like that? How'd you like that, Clams? Did you like that?
Are you kidding me? That is just stupid.
Oh, that's kind of fucked up. I will get to the party people in the chat in just 1 second, but first let me introduce my sidekicks as usual for the AACL TueNight. My main man Ray Bashan, athletic director currently of Notre Dame, going to be the athletic director of Boise State next season. Ray, what's going on? What's happening? What's cracking with you, bro? That's fucked up, Clams.
I didn't even get a fucking chance to talk when I get goddamn
You got cricketed before you even opened your mouth.
Didn't even get a goddamn chance, man.
Oh, she's evil, bro.
You know what? Fuck this shit.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Hey, fuck you. I love you.
I used to play that fucking song all the time. That was great. Ray, other than Clams giving you shit, what's going on?
I mean, workday went pretty fast. I looked at the time, it was like 10 o'clock, and I looked again, it was like 3 o'clock. I was like, holy shit, what have I been doing all day?
You should do that more often. I think you were on Discord all day. That's what happened.
Probably.
With 760 messages in our fucking DM over there.
Was it actually?
I don't know what it was. I'm waiting for fucking Holdorf to say what's up. But in the meantime, let me introduce my other sidekick, my other main man, athletic director of Virginia Tech currently, will be the athletic director of the Oklahoma Sooners in season 4. None other than the man who nicknamed me the Diva, Yogi Barr, is in the house. Yogi, what's up, bro?
Thriving and surviving. Cujo's here. He made it.
He made it. All right, good.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see Cotato's in the house. Oh, and then last but certainly not least, always showing up the last minute, just in the nick of time, or should I say, knick of time. Hey-o. Really, Clams? Really, Clams? Wow.
Wow.
I mean, wow.
She's harsh tonight.
I don't even know what to fucking say. Anyway, Kelvin Klein,
Boom. Roasted.
Kenny, fucking whatever, and now Cotato is in the house. Cotato, what's
Mr.
up?
Ka-chow.
Mr. Kachow.
Good way to go, champ.
Oh, Special K, what's up, bro? He said, fuck it, I'm not talking.
Special K. Why have we not called him Special K?
I think I did once before, but I didn't get any reaction, so, you know. Anyway, Special K is not in the house after all.
He's just not talking.
He's like, you know what? I fuck you. I love you. Or whatever the fuck Lance. Love you. I fucked you.
Fuck you. I love you.
Love you. I
Hey, he's got
fucked
his
you.
mic. Hold on. He's here.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. What's up, bro?
My fucking
Good way to
mic
go,
was
champ.
my mic was muted for some fucking reason.
Way to fucking go, champ.
Ugh. That's just kind of how this day has gone.
I believe you.
Work was
believe you.
something.
Well, you know what? More important and more fun than work. Welcome back to the show, bro.
Yeah, that's true. This show is a hell of a lot better than work.
That's what I say. Maybe we can get some big sponsors someday where this can be our job and we won't have to do all that other bullshit.
Nope.
Yeah, I doubt
Nope.
it. I doubt it too, Clams. But anyway, let me check the party people in the chat real quick. The very first person in is my BFF, Stream Elements, in the house, followed quickly by Dave Axis, and then Private Clams, the Beeve, Annie Beaverhausen is in his house. Annie Beaverhausen is followed by Bob Funk, who is probably drunk, which we have a special soundboard just for you, Bob, all the time.
You were drunk.
Yogi's in the house, followed by Justin Reside, and Mr. Churchill says, and we are back. Good evening, AACL family. Crazy Canuck. Odeon is with us, as well as Twin Screw, of course, always hiding. Ray Bashan. I didn't know Ray Bashan was here. What do you know? Freddie Trammell. Freddie Trammell, why you hiding? Why you being quiet, bro? And a few others. So a few others I just don't recognize the names, so I don't shout them out because I don't think they're actual people. I think they're bots or some shit. So they get what they get. And they don't throw a fit. Actually, they probably do throw a fit, so fuck them. 2 tears in a bucket. Fuck it. That's what I never say. All right, here we go. First thing we usually start these shows off with lately. What's up, Chad Roland? You know me. You know me. Whoa, man. You know me. We start off with story time. I don't really have a story this week. Nothing spectacular has happened in my life since I've been home since last week. For the first time since May, I actually get to sit home and fucking twiddle my thumbs. It's been fucking great. So I don't really have a story other than to say I do want to shout out. There are a lot of people hurting right now from the hurricane. I have seen many pictures and videos from people that I know. My oldest son, Zach, and his wife, Katrina, I think I've mentioned before, they moved down here to Knoxville. The land that they lived on prior to moving here in the spring has partially been fucking destroyed. One of the houses on that property was destroyed. There was flooding, trees falling down all over fucking thing, blocking roads, like crazy, to the point that people can't even get up there. My daughter-in-law's mother had to call the mayor of the town to force the sheriff to let her up the road to her house. That's how fucking bad it is in the Appalachians. We have some other friends that live closer to Asheville that have been totally fucking just devastated. And I see a lot of stuff on Facebook, from people that I don't know, whatever. So we don't really have a funny or whatever story this week. More importantly, we just want to say we hope that everybody in the Appalachians, North Carolina, Tennessee, all that stuff, all the way up to Indiana and Ohio, all the way down to Georgia, Florida. And, my buddy, you guys all know Robo here. Robo's, he's lived in the Greenville, South Carolina area for his entire life, and he's 55 like I am. In 55 years, he's never seen weather that bad. It tore up his fucking whole area. He was without power for like 4 or 5 days from Friday until I think yesterday or this morning. Maybe it was this morning. So it's been bad everywhere. So if you are in one of those areas or you are helping those in your area, those people in those areas, kudos to you guys. I appreciate you. Thoughts and prayers, obviously, well wishes, all that good stuff to the people there. We were actually going to go up to help Katrina's parents, but we were told we can't get up there. We can't even fucking get up there to help people. I mean, how fucked up is that? It's fucking unbelievable. So I'm just going to go around real quick. I don't know if anybody knows anybody that's been affected by this or maybe in your area, but Ray, I'm going to start with you. I'm going to go around to all three of you. Ray, you have anybody affected, or how is your area? You guys are from the Dakotas, but I know you're from Florida, so I imagine you know people who've got hit pretty hard by this.
Oh yeah, I definitely have family members that are still in Florida, and even my parents, who are no longer in Florida, but they still had those effects up in South Carolina. Me being from Florida, born and raised in Florida, I know all about hurricane season and dealing with all those tragic hurricanes that either come across Florida or just get close to where I was. I was luckily in the one city that has that protection of the shores to kind of steer hurricanes away from it.
Yeah.
So it's not pretty when it's a Category 4. It's what I tell everybody. If it's tropical depression, tropical storm, Category 1, 2, 3, you're having a hurricane party. You're bringing out the grill. You're grilling fucking steaks or whatever. Category 4, you're looking at it and determining if it's going to cross over you. You have an evacuation plan. If it's Category 5, you're running the fuck out of that goddamn state.
Out. Yeah, I hear that. It's funny you mentioned that. The area that we're in Knoxville, so I'm centrally located almost exactly 4.5 miles north of downtown Knoxville. We didn't hardly get touched, and I think I might have shared in the server. It was kind of eerie here how quiet it actually was. I don't know if we were like in the eye of the storm or something, but like no wind, like everything was weird and quiet. It was kind of a little freaky.
That sounds like the eye of a hurricane.
But the outlining areas here, I don't know if you guys know, but the I-40 between Tennessee and North Carolina. There's like 30 or 40 miles that have been washed out, like just fucking gone. That's fucking just insane by itself. Yogi, what about you? I know you live in Virginia, so were you guys affected at all by this?
Yeah, we had some flooding. I mean, we're right at sea level, and we had this is the super moon phase, so all the tides were high already. And just with all the rain, I was stuck in the house for 5 days, couldn't get out my street. But my youngest boy is down in Tampa with 3 of my grandkids. But no, that Tampa Bay somehow protects them. I don't understand how that works. But he said all they got was wind and limbs down. That was it.
Lisa's actually in either Tampa or Orlando. She goes to fucking Tampa, Orlando, and Miami a lot, so I can never remember where she's at. But where she is, hold on, let's see if I can find it. Oh, no, I can't find it. But wherever she is, apparently she was able to fly there yesterday morning with no problem. So, when we got back from our road trip from Wisconsin, it was hit or miss if my buddy John was going to be able to fly out, and if Lisa was able to fly home from Chicago the next night. Luckily, they were both able to get their flights, but it's been crazy. Keith, I know you guys live in the Midwest, so probably nothing personally affected, but do you guys know anybody that's had issues with this hurricane?
I don't, but I've personally witnessed the effects of hurricanes of this, not necessarily this magnitude before, but hurricanes in general. My mom's side of the family, pretty much all of them live in the Houston, Texas metro area. And so back when Hurricane Harvey happened in 2017, I remember we were checking in with as many people as we could, and we were seeing all kinds of just absolutely insane photos, videos, updates of just like the water line just slowly creeping towards people's houses. And my family's moved a lot, and we lived about an hour north of the Houston metro, and we experienced Hurricane Rita in '05 right after it hit the shore, when it was about a Category 1 or tropical storm, and that really didn't affect our house that much, but it was at least something it was at least an experience that makes me appreciate the power of Mother Nature. I mean, that was part of the reason why I've been interested in weather my whole life, to the point where I almost majored in meteorology in college, but I decided to go against that path. So these kinds of events they're always very tragic for so many people, especially those that are not used to it and aren't as prepared. So
100%.
Lots of thoughts and prayers to everyone affected.
100%. So anyway, we've kind of skipped story time this week, just to concentrate on that. So again, if you are in the area, if you're helping people in that area, working on roads, working on power lines, whatever, God bless you. Be safe. Be careful. We'll see you hopefully when you get back.
Look out for water moccasins down there in Florida.
Yeah, fuck those snakes, bro.
So I see claims in chat. Waffle House closed. That's how serious this was. Yeah,
that is serious of a Waffle House.
That is the Florida sickness. You see a Waffle House boarded up, get the fuck out.
That's like an actual government thing, the Waffle House Index. Like determining whether or not Waffle House will be able to be open after a natural disaster.
That's amazing.
Waffle House knows the procedure. I said 1 through 3, it's a party. We're staying open. 4 above us, close it down. 5, definitely close it the fuck down.
Yeah.
Hold on one second. Sorry, what is this? Okay. Sorry, I'm getting blown up by some shit, but it's unrelated to this, so it can fucking wait. Crazy Canuck, attaboy, look at you. You're throwing out our sponsors. For those of you who, I don't do a very good job of shouting out our sponsors. So let me take this moment real quick before we start talking football shit. Trick Jerseys, everybody knows. That's my boy Trick, whose daughter got married this past weekend. We've been friends for 35 fucking years. He's done all of my stuff from LSG to San Diego to AACL, everything in between. And a few of you have actually gone out and gotten your stuff from him as well. So Trick Jerseys, of course. Mr. B Collectibles, which is Twin Screws Company. That's a great... the Facebook thing is right there, Christy. I just put it on. So we got Trick Jerseys. We got Mr. Collectibles. I put North County Wine Company on here because it's my favorite wine place in the whole wide world. And it's literally only if you're in San Diego. If you're in San Diego County, you got to hit this up. Let me know first. If you go in there, you'll see my picture on the wall. Talk to the owner, Jim. Let him know I sent you. You'll probably get a free glass of wine or something. And then last but not least, Objective Zero, not a sponsor, but all the little money, and we don't make a lot of money on this league and on this show, which is because it's not the purpose, right? It's not the point. But that $50 a month, whatever it is, 30, 40, 50, $60 a month, when we get it, I send it to Objective Zero. Objective Zero is an organization that helps prevent military and veteran suicide. So obviously, something near and dear to my heart since I am former military. So anyway, thank you, Crazy Connect, for pointing those out. Appreciate that. Now let's talk some football, folks. Week 12 records. Now, for those of you who have not had a chance yet, you need to go in the server. Go to just underneath the Daily Ping and the pub and Daily Ping. I think it's the third item. It should be AACL content. I took the stuff that Eagle was doing in his channel, the stuff that Michaela and I were doing in the Weekly Ping channel, and I combined everything into one content channel just to save some channels. I got rid of a few others that you guys probably won't notice, but I'm trying to trim down the server just a little bit. Dre, what's up, buddy? And Twin Screw in the house as well. AACL content. Yesterday, we had Chad Rowland write up an article and post a graphic that had, where everybody was in the playoffs situation and who he personally thinks are the first three teams in and the three teams out. And it's actually a really good article. He breaks down 6 different teams. So if you get a chance, go in there and read that. Also, Eagle posted something else this morning as well. I think it's story number 5 of what happens to you when you leave the AACL. I have a fucking thing for that. There you go. So all of that to say, he talks about the records. And let's talk about records here real quick. Penn State UNLV at the top of the tree here, 10-2 each. Alabama 8-4. We got a little clusterfuck there at 7-5 with Florida, Kansas, LSU, Nebraska, and Tennessee. The lone 500 team is Iowa. Then you got another little clusterfuck at 5-7. I don't know what it is about the 7-5, 5-7 thing, but Auburn, Missouri, Syracuse, and Virginia Tech. So you got 9 of the 16 teams, 10 if you count Iowa, all within that those 2 games of each other. The 3 teams that have now been eliminated: Ohio State, Notre Dame, and Miami, with Virginia Tech and Missouri playing the very first game tonight and this week. So we will have a 4th team joining us very soon. Before I move on to KMPR, give me 30 seconds each as I go around. Any surprises in the standings with the way things have gone the last 2 or 3 weeks, or are things starting to settle in the way you think? Ray, you go.
Yeah, the first 3 eliminated. The Fighting Bucking Hurricanes. Let's go.
The Fighting Bucking Hurricanes. Boom. Hey-o. Thank you, Clams. Look at Clams gave you some credit on that one.
I mean, if everybody here hasn't paid attention to Discord, since Revamped likes its fun little glitches, you notice that both Florida and UNLV both got credited with a win because of that fun little glitch that they had. Dave confirmed it and confirmed it with both the ADs or whatever. So don't let that be a surprise to you. What is surprising me though, Iowa had that slow start early in the season. Now they're at 500 and looking for a fucking playoff spot. That is shocking to me.
Well, they were 6-5 last week though, and they lost. They could easily be 7-5 if they didn't fuck it up.
Exactly.
Yeah, even more. Yogi, what about you?
Iowa just keeps hanging in there. That's the one I'm going to go with. They won't go away. They don't get a lot of KMPR love.
Are you saying Iowa's like herpes?
Pretty much. Yeah. Crabs
Jesus,
in that neighborhood. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, anyway. And then Keith.
I mean, just to dig more on Iowa still does not have a win against the team that is currently above 500.
I love how he brings Ray and fucking Yogi back to reality. He's like, yeah, that's great, but check this shit out. It's fucking hilarious.
I don't know, man. I like digging on Iowa. I'm an ISU alum. What do you expect?
Yeah, I get that.
I think it's also fun that I don't know about fun, but it's interesting that there's 4 teams at 5-7 that are one loss away from being out of playoff contention.
I know, that's
So it's a
crazy,
lot-
right? It's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of teams with still something to play for.
All right, well, with no further ado, let's get into this. We're going to start with the KMPR, so as soon as I get a drum roll from Clams, we'll be ready to go.
He was doing laundry. Hold on. I got you.
Hey, I like a double rum droll.
Rum droll?
Rum
Hey,
droll.
hey,
Those are good.
bartender, can I get a rum droll?
Get Bob Funk a
Oh,
rum droll.
fuck, here we go. Now that's going to be a thing. Excuse me, bartender. Excuse me, bartender. All right.
Should we just get the drum roll and put it in reverse for rum droll?
Can I get a rum droll? Frank Doom, what's up, buddy? Good to see you in the house. All right, here we go. KMPR. UNLV stays at the top. Penn State jumps up 2. Alabama falls 1. One of your biggest movers, along with Penn State, is Nebraska jumping up from 6 to 4. Kansas dropping from 3 to 5. Here's the thing about Kansas. Last week, before the week 12 games, if they had won, they would have had a chance to be number 1. They fucking, I think they've lost 2 in a row, and now they're fucking falling. Number 6, Tennessee jumps up 1. LSU continues to fall. 2 weeks ago, they were at number 2 or 3. They are now at number 7. Florida stays put. Virginia Tech up 1, and Auburn. Virginia Tech and Auburn both won, but I guess, Keith, for some reason, Virginia Tech's win was more impressive. What happened with that?
I mean, really, what happened with both of those is Virginia Tech and Auburn and Florida. They all got caught in a 3-way tiebreaker, and at the end of it, based on head-to-head results, that was how it played out right there.
Okay. All right. Real quick before we go to the official rankings, Ray, any surprises, any thoughts on the 12-game KMPR?
I think the only surprise is that for like the first time since I think week 1, there's been nobody to drop out of the KMPR.
Yeah, it's happened
Yeah.
one other time. That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, nothing really stands out to me. Nebraska had a hell of a game last week, so I understand why they bump up 2. Tennessee had a hell of a game. Florida staying put because, the glitch and everything. Virginia Tech even bumping up 1 because they destroyed Notre Dame. Thanks, EA. Nothing really shocking out of this KMPR for the first time.
Yeah. Yeah. Yogi, you got the last word on this one.
No, first of all, what are you blaming EA for? You got your ass handed to you.
Fuck you, Ray.
Second of all,
Fucking screens and shit, bro.
Screens and shit, bro.
yeah, I know.
Every
Same with
single
us.
interception I threw in the red zone, I threw away the ball on first down, and it came down to 3rd down or 4th down, and I immediately threw a pick. And I was like, I knew it was coming.
It was a crazy game. But second of all, Keith's mom must have gone to Iowa State because she hates Iowa.
The Keith's mom, what do you call it? Power
Bias.
rankings? The Keith's mom power rankings bias.
Yeah,
Oh, that's fucking great. All right, Keith.
I understand where he's coming from with winning 6 against losing teams and losing 6 against winning teams. I get it.
Yeah.
Are you saying Keith's mom doesn't like the Hawk Tuas?
Whoa,
Yes.
whoa. Easy there, crazy. Keith, I'm going to give you the last word on this and see if there were any surprise. For me, I'm a little surprised by the Auburn-Virginia Tech thing and maybe Nebraska jumping up 2 spots. But other than that, I think it looks pretty good. What jumped out at you as you were creating this week?
Yeah, I think the one thing that I was a little surprised at, I thought Mizzou was going to jump in the rankings, but they got kind of screwed because both Virginia Tech and Auburn won, and I kind of had to mess with the formula this week because of the whole UNLV Florida debacle.
Yeah.
And so I basically took the actual results of the actual points that they both allowed, and I still gave Florida a win. So I think you were talking about, Dave, with how it would affect playoff contentions with a half win.
Yeah.
That was basically what I did. And so Florida, they actually ended up not moving in the rankings anyway. So the results really didn't have that much of an effect on it. But yeah, I thought Mizzou was going to sneak into it, but they got kind of screwed. And then Iowa actually Iowa continues to keep
Get
getting
screwed?
by the keep getting screwed. Right, we keep talking about it. They actually dropped multiple spots out of the top 10 now because they lost a tiebreaker with one of the teams, so they are now multiple spots out of the top 10 now.
Wow.
So,
It sucks to be Iowa. All right.
yep.
All right.
They keep searching for that signature win, but they just haven't got it yet.
All right. Well, speaking of rankings, let's check out the official Week 12 rankings going into tonight's games. Clams? All right, folks, here we go. And so for the first time, I'm going to share with you guys. I think I've shared with you before how we do this. So basically, the people who vote, and we had 9 entities vote this week. So for example, if you're looking at your screen, if UNLV gets the number 1 vote, they get 1 point. If you get 2, it's 2, whatever. And then when I add them up, it's like golf. The lowest points win, right? Because it's the lower rankings are the best. UNLV edged out Penn State by a single fucking point. If one person had switched anywhere between the two of those teams, Penn State would have been number 1 instead of UNLV. That's how razor thin the 1 and 2 spot is. Alabama holds on to 3rd with a reasonable amount. I think it was a six point lead over Nebraska, which again, Nebraska and Tennessee both jumping up. A little surprising. Nebraska and Tennessee, the difference was actually 8 points. So Nebraska secured that number 4 spot pretty well. Tennessee at 5. Kansas, well off the pace. This is where the pace kind of starts dropping. 13 points behind Tennessee. Florida jumping up 1. LSU dropping 3 more after what I think it's 4 losses in a row. Maybe 5 in a row. I don't even know at this point. LSU is way off the pace now. They are another 12 points behind Kansas, actually. I'm sorry, Florida in between. Actually, a single point behind Florida, but 13 behind Kansas. Virginia Tech, after dropping out last week from the week before, comes in at number 9, joining us. And here's where it gets tricky. So Virginia Tech is at 9. 4 points later is Iowa, but 2 points after that is Auburn and Missouri, and 1 point after that is Syracuse. So 1, 2, 3, 4, so 5 teams within 7 points of each other shooting for that 9 and 10 spot. So if you're a Missouri fan, if you're an Auburn fan or a Syracuse fan, you are right there on the bubble. It's very close. Others receiving votes right there, the 3 I just mentioned, Auburn, Cuse, and Mizzou, and Auburn being the lone team that dropped out, which I believe Auburn won, which is surprising. So Auburn wins, and they still drop out. And I think it's because the only 5 and 7 team that made it into the top 10 is Virginia Tech. So the voters saying, hey, Virginia Tech, we think, is the top team out of all the 5 and 7 teams. Ray, do you agree with that? And then give me your overall thoughts on the Week 12 official rankings.
No, I don't agree with that at all. Virginia Tech beat an already eliminated Notre Dame team. Meanwhile, Ohio State still had something to fight for, and Auburn pretty much decimated them in their matchup. So Auburn should definitely be in the top 10 over Virginia Tech. How the fuck do most of these people do their goddamn top 10s? I swear, they just look at rankings, they just look at the records of each team and be like, all right, we're placing them here, here, and here, here.
I don't necessarily think that's true, because you'd be interested to see that the fluctuation. Alabama was anywhere between 3 and 8. LSU was anywhere between 4 and 8. Nebraska was between 4 and 9. Like there's quite a bit of variancy in there.
Well, there's some people that understand this, and then there's some people that don't. I swear. Like Crazy said in the chat, quality of wins don't count for shit. Apparently, they counted for me. Let me tell y'all my top 10.
Who said that? Who said that? Crazy?
It's
Crazy
Canuck,
did.
yeah.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
I see
Let me tell y'all my top 10. This is what I sent Dave. Straight verbatim from Dave. He can agree to this. Number 1 was Penn State. They fucking dominated their goddamn matchup last week. That's why they deserve number 1 again. Number 2 is UNLV. They struggled a little bit, and didn't look as powerful as they used to. Number 3 went to Nebraska, only because Nebraska is benefiting off of I think it was 3 through 5 that immediately shit the fucking bed in week 12. Number 4 was Tennessee, again benefiting off of 3 through 5 or 6 shitting the bed. Number 5, I kept Kansas. They lost, yes, but it wasn't that bad. or maybe they won. I'm not sure.
I think no, they lost to Syracuse. I think right.
Yes, they lost
they
to
lost
Syracuse,
Hughes.
but it was
So-
only by like 5 points.
But you
So
lost.
that's
But they
why
lost. But they lost to a team that's not even in the top 10.
Exactly, but it was only by 5 points, so I just dropped them down one. Considering the other teams that fucking lost majorly, Kansas was wasn't the worst. Number 6 was Florida. I gave them the benefit of the doubt with the win that they are credited against the UNLV game. Number 7 was LSU. Why? Honestly, I don't even know why the fuck you're still in the top 10. We're just giving y'all the benefit of the doubt at this goddamn point. Yeah. Just fucking drop out and die like Brute Bandit did. Number 8, Alabama. You fucking the L in your name says it all, Alabama. Fuck off. Number 9, Auburn, who deserves to be in the fucking top 10. There is no reason why they fucking shut out and dominate an Ohio State Buckeye team and deserve to be dropped out of the top 10. That makes no fucking sense to me whatsoever.
I just can't believe.
No offense, Yogi.
I just
you
can't.
dominated Notre Dame. Sorry, Dave. I'm on a rant
No.
right now. Yogi, no offense, you dominated a Notre Dame team, but we were already eliminated, so there's no point for you to be jumping up above Auburn at this point. Considering they knocked out Ohio State to make them the 3rd team eliminated, all you did was just eliminate us even more when we already had no fucking path to go.
They fucking
anyways.
eliminated you even more.
Exactly. And number 10, I gave it the fucking Missouri because it's high fucking time Missouri gets in this goddamn
Here
top
we
10.
go. Here we go.
It's high in fucking time that they deserve to get in this top 10 because they have been looking like a complete fucking team for the past few weeks now, and nobody is willing to give them the goddamn credit they deserve.
Hey, FYI, here's a little fucking future reference for all of you listening. Next week's fucking top 3 for Ray is fucking Auburn, Virginia Tech, and Missouri, or Iowa and Missouri.
Yeah. So Ray, just to go off your Missouri thing. So last 4 weeks for Missouri have been, let's see. So win against LSU at home, win against a reeling LSU team at home, comeback win against already eliminated Notre Dame, or I think they were basically eliminated at that point. Notre Dame.
They eliminated us.
Okay.
15-point loss to Kansas, and then blowout loss to Tennessee. That's the last 4 weeks alone.
I mean,
So
it's like 50% impressive. I don't know if it's that impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, you got blown
I
out by
don't know.
Kansas, who's lost 2 in a row now. So what the fuck?
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. Ray, I appreciate the entertainment, but I might have to kick your soapbox out from under you because I don't. I think if you're pushing the fucking Iowa, Auburn, and fucking Missouri agenda, I don't even know what the fuck to say. Plus, you kicked Alabama from 2 down to fucking 8. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's,
After one bad game. Did you do that to Penn State? Did you do that to Penn State when they fucking lost their ass?
They didn't lose as bad.
Yeah, they got their ass kicked by Nebraska.
Even then, when they lost, I dropped them down. Actually, I think when they fucking lost to Nebraska, I dropped them down from 1 to 5.
All right, we're gonna
Penn State lost by 30 at home. Alabama lost by what?
20
Yeah, Penn State lost by 30 on the. Alabama lost by 30 on the road.
on the road.
Those are not the same, Ray.
Those are not-
Alabama lost by 32 to Penn State.
All right, let's let Yogi chime in here because I'm sure he's got a lot to say, especially to Ray after ripping on his fucking team.
Well, I had Virginia Tech in 11th. I didn't have a problem with that. But Ray's got to understand, we're asking for public opinion. You're going to get opinions. There's no rules to it. We haven't had classes on how to vote. This is opinions, and you're going to get opinions. They're
And
not
the
going to always
public is
line up
wrong.
with yours. They're not going to always line up with yours. Take that soapbox away from him.
Dude,
The
that's
public
right.
is
I can't wait to
wrong.
talk politics with him after this, but go ahead, Yogi.
So our voting numbers are going to drop into the single digits next week, thanks to Ray.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be afraid to vote now.
They were in the single digits this week.
Dude,
What do you mean, Dave? We had 9.
I can't wait to see Auburn number 1, fucking Iowa number 2, and fucking Missouri number 3 on Ray's sheet next week.
I'm going to try to make that happen.
All right, Yogi, give me your response here on this top 10 we got going on.
Yeah, I know Missouri had a tough loss this week, but it was against the Tennessee that really needed a win bad. So they threw everything they had at them to get that win. I had Missouri at number 10 and us at number 11. So that's my biggest difference.
Wait. Y'all are saying Tennessee lost to who? Or you're saying Tennessee beat Missouri?
Yeah.
Tennessee faced Iowa this fucking
Iowa,
past
okay.
week.
Hey, it's black and yellow, black and
Missouri
yellow,
beat
black and yellow.
LSU.
Hey, black and yellow, black and
They
yellow.
won. Okay. Missouri, anyway, I'll put Missouri at 10, and us in 11th. I didn't have us in the top 10.
It was the same way with me, Yogi. It was between Missouri and you.
Yeah.
You know what? It's funny that I had Virginia Tech at 9, and I struggled between Missouri and Auburn at 10. So I think that one thing we can all agree on is that Virginia Tech, Missouri, and Auburn, along with probably Iowa, are all in that fucking grouping together.
Yep.
Yes.
Like there's not a lot of separation between these teams. Can we agree on that?
Right.
We play Missouri this week, so there will be some kind of separator for one of the two teams.
In the great wise words of Rodney King.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right.
Yeah.
Moving on. Let's move on to this. This is the graphic that was posted.
You're not gonna ask Mr. Kitchell.
No, Keith.
Okay over there?
He already chimed in.
Go ahead.
Well, he chimed in out of turn, so I thought he already talked.
Well, hold on, wait a second. You didn't hear my case about why I think Virginia Tech absolutely is the best 5 and 7 team.
Okay,
did
but
you?
no, I didn't because you jumped out of fucking turn.
I want to
And-
hear it. I want to hear it.
Fucking whatever.
Of course you want to hear.
Wait your fucking turn. Yeah, Yogi's like, yeah, I want to hear that shit.
Let the man speak.
All right,
It's all fucking chaotic after my soapbox.
Justin reside. That could happen, bro. I'm just saying. Go ahead, Keith. Go ahead, Cotato.
All right. Virginia Tech has 7 losses. Only one of those losses was by more than 7 points, and they have 4 wins of 14 plus points. End of story.
How many of them?
No
Wait.
other-
That's the end of the story. How many of them are against top teams, and how many of them are against bottom feeders?
Hold on. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, we don't have our. I see. We're not prepared, Mr. Keith. Miss,
Sorry.
You
Yeah,
should
well,
have saw
guess,
that question coming from a mile away.
a mile away.
yeah, well, guess what? It doesn't fucking matter because none of the other 5 and 7 teams have done the same thing. And at this point, it's week 12. All these teams have played
Auburn.
2/3 of their schedule are like the same freaking teams, dude.
Dude, come on, dude. All right, Keith, do you have
Shut up. You should just be happy with me. I put your asses at 3.
do you have an answer, or do I need to give you a couple minutes while and we'll?
No, you're insane. Ray, you're insane for putting Nebraska at 3. That is ridiculous.
They benefited off of 3 through 6 fucking losing and shit in the bed.
Bro, that's how I do that's how the KMPR works, not how the actual rankings.
All right.
No. Here's you focus on the previous fucking week that just happened for these rankings. Y'all keep looking at the other weeks. They are fucking irrelevant.
It is. I think it's a you can't rank them on one fucking game. It's got to be an accumulative thing.
Ray, I can confirm that is quite literally the base of like the foundation of the method for the KMPR.
Well, good.
Yeah.
The KMPR is fucking correct then. I've said it. There.
All right. Oh fuck. Oh my
yeah.
god. All right. First of all,
It's a total of 180.
R and
Oh my
KMPR now stands for Ray.
it is now Armageddon. First, Iran shoots fucking missiles today at Israel, and Ray has said that the KMPR is right. Fucking the apocalypse is upon us. What the motherfuck just happened? Holy
No
fuck.
more vacations for Ray.
No shit, right? He comes back. Clams, what happened on that vacation? Why is he all fucking mean and shit?
Is wrong with you?
I had to deal with her fucking drunken ex-husband for 2 days.
Well, there's that.
Oh,
there's that. Oh, that'll do it. Oh, hey,
that.
why didn't we talk about that in story time? Mm-hmm. Damn. All right, hey.
You want to talk about how he's like a big fucking man-child? Sure.
All right. Well, we
Oh,
will
boy.
definitely talk about that next week. All right, let's move on to the playoff race. This is the graphic that was put out yesterday with Chad's article of the 3 teams he thought were going to be in and the 3 teams that were going to be out based on who they were playing and what they've accomplished so far. I don't know if you guys have all had a chance to read Chad's article or not, Ray, Yogi, and Keith. But I'd like to get your feedback on it as well. As we're looking at this, we got Penn State, UNLV, or a lock, right? That's what that little lock and key means. Alabama's probably in at 8-4. They would have to go on a 3-game losing streak to be on the bubble of the conversation to not be in. So I'm pretty sure Alabama's in. You got 5 teams at 7-5 fighting for those playoff spots. Iowa, the lone 6-6 team, could sneak in. Who knows for sure? And then you've got the verge. You've got 4 teams on the verge of being eliminated. One will be eliminated for sure tonight between Auburn, Syracuse, Missouri, and Virginia Tech. first thing I want to ask, and we got to do it quick because we are running behind. So I'm just going to give you like 15 seconds each. Of the teams that are on the verge, Ray, which one team has the best chance to make the playoffs?
I got to go with Auburn. You can't go against Pink Lisa and what's going on at that team over there.
All right, Yogi.
I'd say the winner of the Missouri Virginia Tech, because they're going to both be pretty hot going into that last two games.
That's a good point. All right, Keith.
I agree with Ray. I say Auburn. They've played their most complete games of the season the last couple of weeks. I think they're starting to figure it out.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go with what Yogi said. I think Missouri and Virginia Tech are both getting hot at the right time. I think anybody on the schedule is afraid to play them right now, and I think the winner of this comes out smelling like roses. So I would go with either Missouri or Virginia Tech. So we got 2 for Auburn, 2 for Missouri or Virginia Tech, 0 for Syracuse. I think Syracuse, for me personally, and I'm going to give you guys each just 5 seconds. For me, Syracuse just too inconsistent. Ray, what do you think?
Syracuse football sucks.
All right, well, there's my 5 seconds. Go ahead.
All right, Yogi.
Same.
Yeah, Keith.
They're way too inconsistent.
Yeah, Keith.
They might win this week.
Well,
Maybe.
the only consistent thing about Syracuse is that their offense keeps struggling while their defense isn't getting a whole lot better.
All right, last question. Another maybe 15 seconds each. Almost the same question of the 7 and 5 teams, or you can go the other way and tell me which ones you think won't make it. So 7 and 5 teams: Florida, Kansas, LSU, Nebraska, Tennessee. Which 1 or 2 teams have the best chance? Which 1 or 2 teams you don't think is going to make it, Ray?
You can't go against Nebraska with Mrs. Mead. That addition, their offense has been great there, and then you also got to go with Florida. Florida, for some reason, holding down everything, even given the win off the glitch, they're holding it down.
Okay, Yogi.
I'm going to go Nebraska and Tennessee, yes, and LSU is just in a tailspin, and Kansas seems to lose the big games.
Yeah,
So that's what I'm going to.
Chad's article yesterday had LSU out of the playoffs. Could you imagine going 7-0 and losing your last 8 games? That would be insane.
Yeah.
Keith, your answer to my question here on the 7 and 5 teams.
I think. Well, okay, I think LSU. To me, I think they're going to rebound. Only so much can go wrong for them so quick. I think 2 teams for me that I think might be a little questionable: Kansas and Tennessee. Both those teams have kind of been a roller coaster up and down. Don't really know what to expect. And if they catch the wrong side of one of those dips here in the last few weeks, they could run themselves out of contention.
I think that I see Kansas and LSU going the wrong direction. I see Florida, Nebraska, and Tennessee going the correct direction. I would say that 2 of those 3 teams between Florida, Nebraska, and Tennessee will make it. I think Kansas and LSU are both traveling the wrong direction, and I wouldn't be surprised to see both those teams miss the playoffs right now. There's a real quick kind of briefing, if you will, on the playoff situation here for Season 3. Either Missouri or Virginia Tech will join Ohio State, Notre Dame, Miami in the elimination pool here after about in just a couple hours, actually.
Auburn may even join them if Tennessee gets their way.
Maybe. That's possible. That is possible.
Same with Syracuse.
That is possible. All right, let's move on to Players of the Week. This is very interesting. One race, the offensive race, was very close. Only 2 people got votes, and the vote was 5-4. Real quick, who do you think should have been the offensive player of the week this week? Just real quick, Ray.
#CGQ. Yeah.
There you go, Yogi.
I went with Jared Lorenzen the second.
Jared Lorenzen, okay, and then Keith.
I went with CGQ, man.
All right, well, we know which 2 players got all the votes, so let's see who actually won 5-4 by a single vote. Clams? And there it is. It's nobody, because I fucking...
Oh, great.
There you go. Because I hit the wrong button. It is Chris CGQ, 5-4 on the voting. One of the closest voting we've ever had, other than the ties, obviously. 6 receptions for 208 yards, 3 touchdowns. But I think more importantly, you guys, what this speaks to is how much he dominated that game. I feel like he had way more than 6 receptions based on how much we called his name. And plus, he had some really big plays. So congrats to CGQ, your Week 12 Offensive Player of the Week, from Penn State. Moving on to the Defensive Player of the Week. This was a little different. One person, the person who won, got 5 votes, and then 4 other people got a single vote. So this one wasn't really close. So your Week 11 Defensive Player of the Week is...
She was talking to kids.
It's A.K. Jones, middle linebacker from UNLV, 11 tackles, 5 tackles for loss, and assisted tackle, a sack, and a forced fumble. He got 5 of the votes. Navarro, Bolton, J-Rock, and Rain got a single vote each for Defensive Player of the Week. So there are your Week 12 Players of the Week here in the AACL. Congrats, Chris, CGQ, and A.K. Jones. This will take us to our last segment.
Good way to go, champ.
And usually we have 20 minutes for this, and we only have 12, so it's going to have to be really shortened up, you guys. We're going to go around the horn real quick. So first game of Week 13, which is also your first game tonight. It's going to start here in just about 40 minutes. Missouri at Virginia Tech. Ray, who'd you pick?
Listen, there's a reason I put him at number 10. Missouri with the upset, dropping Virginia Tech out of the playoffs.
Yogi?
That's just hatred from last week.
It's not hatred,
that is
honestly.
completely hatred.
I'm hoping the home field makes a
Hey,
difference.
fuck you. I love you.
Hey, I love you. I fuck you.
I think it's a great matchup. I think they match up well. So we gotta keep Chevy Monte Carlo up and running.
Yeah, OnStar's going to be on fucking full alert tonight for sure. Keith?
Yeah, I agree with Yogi. I think this is a really good matchup. I think Mizzou's running game has finally shown some life the last couple weeks, but Virginia Tech's defense is very, very good. Their 5-7 record I don't think is indicative of their team performance as a whole, and I think they get the win tonight.
I have said many, many times on this show that when it is coming down to being this close of a game and we're splitting hairs, I always go with the home team, so I've got Virginia Tech over Missouri in a close one. AACL Nation does not think like I do. They're like, fuck the Tigers, 33-4 in favor of Virginia Tech. That's a little wild. I would think that at least the 11, 12, 13 people in Missouri would vote for themselves, I would think. It's now 34-5 for some reason because people are voting. All right, game 2 tonight, your nightcap. This is the game for the Florida Cup. This is Florida, who just came off that controversial game with UNLV. Miami, 1-11, looking for their second win. They are at home. Ray, does Miami have a chance?
Miami has no fucking chance. Hurricane football sucks, bro. What the fuck? Gators by like, I'm gonna say 20.
Ooh, shit. Gators by 20. Yogi?
I think you got a glimpse of it last week. Miami is rounding into shape. I got them winning this game at home.
Okay. Keith?
Next.
Yeah, I think Florida is better than a 7-5 team. I stand by my statement last week that Miami has the best chance of another win while at home, but I don't think it's coming this week.
Listen, here's the thing. Do you guys remember first, 6-7 games of the season? I was like, I'm going to keep predicting Penn State until they lose. Well, I'm going to keep going against Miami until they win. I've got Florida. I don't think I have them as big as Ray's got them, but I can see double digits. I can see a 10 or 14-point win here for sure. Your kickoff game for tomorrow night, Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, LSU at Kansas. Ironic, right? Don't you think, Ray, that two of the teams that seem to be trending down at the same time, who were both top teams at the beginning of the season, have to meet up now all of a sudden?
It is fun. It is kind of ironic considering we don't see any of these teams actually succeeding and getting to the playoffs. My choice, LSU's just been on that downhill slump. I don't see them getting off of it. It seems like Brute Bandit has stolen the happiness that is in LSU. Kansas is going to beat them.
By the way, I forgot to say 34-6 in AACL Nation, picking Florida over Miami. Yogi, LSU at Kansas. I kind of feel like the winner of this might get a little bump towards the playoffs, too, because it's kind of a gimme win. So maybe they both won't miss it. I don't know, but who's going to win tomorrow night?
And the loser's going to feel a slide, too.
Yeah.
I'd love to know the percentage exactly that Brute Bandit was of the offense of LSU, and I know it was up there. I'm sure it was in the 40s, 35, 40. And I think that's hurt him and caused his tailspin. I got Kansas at home.
Keith, I don't know if you can answer Yogi's question or not, but what do you think about this LSU-Kansas game?
I can't answer Yogi's question exactly, but I mean, it definitely had an effect. I think both these teams have been inconsistent for the last few weeks. Um, this game is honestly a little tough to pick, but I'm still a believer in LSU's defense being able to carry them to a win. And I think that that's what they're going to do this week. I think Kansas is going to drop to 7-6.
AACL Nation, this is the closest game they picked. They've got it 18-16, so only a 2-vote difference in favor of Kansas. I agree with AACL Nation because I got to be honest with you. Ever since Brute Bandit left, LSU seems out of sorts. I don't think they understand what they're doing with their offense. I don't see LSU pulling themselves out of this tailspin. I've got Kansas at home. The game of the week, I hate to fucking bump this up because last week I did it and it bit me in the ass. But for the second week in a row, Penn State will be in the featured matchup of the week. It's number 1 versus number 2. Ray, we don't get this a lot. We've got it a couple times this season, but we don't get it a lot. It's number 2 Penn State at number 1 UNLV. Who'd you pick?
It was hard. I know I'd put Penn State at number 1,
But
that
was
only
it?
because of,
But was it Racy McMath hard?
I'm not even going to talk about that. I put Penn State at number 1, but that was only because of their impressive win over then number 3 Alabama. I'm taking the Running Rebels over the Nittany Lions.
Okay, so 1 vote for UNLV. Yogi?
Yeah, you got this game as the game of the week, and as it should be, because this game really counts as 2 wins, whoever wins it, because that gives them a head-to-head tiebreaker.
Mm-hmm.
I think UNLV, the way they throw the ball all over the field, they're going to be the team that decides to pick on Crazy Canuck, and I think it's going to hurt him. I think he's going to come up with a couple of big interceptions. I got Penn State.
Okay, so Keith, you're the tiebreaker, at least until it gets to me. 1 for UNLV, 1 for Penn State. Who'd you pick?
Okay, I'm going to try to make this quick because I had a few notes on this. The big key to watch in this game, I think, is UNLV O-line versus Penn State D-line. UNLV O-line allowed the fewest sacks in the league, which has allowed Robo to lead the league in yards per pass attempt, kind of alluding to what Yogi was mentioning. Problem is that Penn State's D-line has 36 sacks between the 3 of them, which is absolutely ridiculous. So between that matchup, I think it's hard to go against Penn State's D-line with Odeon and Booneberry and Jimbo Culvert. I think they're going to win the matchup, and I think that's going to kind of direct how this game is going to go. So I've got Penn State.
All right. So I hate to beat up on UNLV because I think they're a great fucking squad. The AACL Nation has Penn State by 9 votes, 23-14. I also chose Penn State just because I feel like we're starting to see again the Penn State that we saw the first 7 weeks of the season before they went on their little losing streak there. So nothing against UNLV. I think maybe last week they showed some flaws against Florida. Really, the way Florida came out and just went gangbusters all over them until the 4th quarter. I've got Penn State in this one. Of course, it'll be close. I hope it's close. It's game of the week. But I've got Penn State in a close one over UNLV and retaking the number 1 spot. Your nightcap tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern. Iowa at Alabama. Ray, who'd you pick?
You know what? I'm done with Alabama. I chose you last week, and you just shit the bed and showed us why there is an L in Alabama. Fucking Hawk to us. Let's go.
Fucking Hawk to us.
What is wrong with you?
Hawk to us over the L's. Yogi?
According to Keith's mom, Iowa can't beat anybody over 500, so I got to go with Alabama.
Keith, did your mom really say that?
I don't know, man. Someone said it.
All right, so who do you got?
I think if I was going to win this game, there's 2 things they have to do. They have to get Jaden Swift going because he's sitting at 3.9 yards a carry, which is 2nd worst. And the team as a whole has only rushed for 150 or more times, 3 times this season, which is not good. Second thing they need to do, force turnovers. They're actually 4th in the league in forcing turnovers, and everywhere has thrown the most picks of anyone. So there's some hope for Iowa in this game, but they just have to execute it on the road. That's going to be so tough. I see Alabama pulling away in the second half, maybe like at the beginning of the 4th quarter, they start pulling away from Iowa, so I've got Bama.
All right. AACL Nation, Bama overwhelmingly 31-6, which I think might be the biggest one. I think there might have been a bigger one on Tuesday night. But here are my 2 quick points. Number one, I was frustrated as a spectator watching the Iowa offense last week. I'm not sure how they figured that out. And number 2, I think Alabama feels embarrassed, as they should, by just getting their fucking asses kicked last week by Penn State. I think Alabama's got more pride than that. I think they come back, especially at home, and basically tell Hawk Tua to go fuck themselves. And I see Alabama in a rout, actually, on this game. All right, Thursday night, we've got 1 minute. That's not going to happen. But Syracuse at Notre Dame. Syracuse could get eliminated by your team, Ray. So who'd you pick, and who do you think Notre Dame's going to be able to eliminate Syracuse this week?
You're telling me we have back-to-back weeks of eliminating somebody, and we've already shit the bed once? Do you think we have figured out our issues?
Wait, who'd you play last week?
Virginia Tech.
Nobody. They didn't play.
Wait, where was the game? Was it in?
They screen passed.
It was in front of Touchdown Jesus, and we let Touchdown Jesus down.
I'm trying to help you, bro. I'm trying.
You know what? I believe I've figured out the issues. I've figured out everything. And we obviously can't lose the fucking Syracuse because they got the fucking soundbite that they suck. All right.
Hey, if you guys,
football sucks.
if you lose this game, can we change it to Notre Dame football sucks?
Yes, we can officially change it to Notre Dame football sucks. I'm choosing Notre Dame.
All right, Yogi, Syracuse at Notre Dame. This is an elimination game for Syracuse.
Yep, this is Notre Dame's second chance at to eliminate a foe. Ray said to me before the game last week that he was going to run little side down our throat. I don't think he had but about 8 carries, so they went with the screen pass instead. If that's the case again tonight, I worry, but I'm still going to go with Notre Dame.
All right, before I go to you, Keith, Crazy Canuck in the chat says he'll personally record the Notre Dame football sucks. But Crazy, if you do it, you got to put an A on the end, right?
Hey?
Notre Dame football sucks, eh? Keith?
I would not be surprised if a lot of people think this is going to be a close game. But yeah, Notre Dame, they're on 5-game losing streak right now, which shocks me considering the quality of that offense. But it's just because their defense hasn't been able to get it going. I think they have a really good chance this week against Q's, who's really struggled on offense. I think Notre Dame gets off the schneid. I think they get the dub.
Ooh, the schneid. I like that. Let me see who I picked. I picked Syracuse to upset Notre Dame. This is the closest of all the pick'ems. It's a single digit, 17-16 in favor of Notre Dame. I'm taking Syracuse. I think Syracuse battling for their playoff lives. I think Taz shows up, and I think Syracuse lives to fight another day. Second to last game of the week, your 8:30 game tomorrow or on Thursday night, Auburn at Tennessee. This will officially be an elimination game as well, Ray, for Auburn. Does Tennessee hold serve at home and knock Auburn out, or does Auburn continue to roll?
Ladies and gentlemen, good old Rocky Top.
Woo!
Pink Lisa dominates that fucking Rocky Top.
Whoa.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Where are you going with this?
You pulled a Pat McAfee.
I don't like the way this is going all of a sudden.
Auburn wins on the road. That's what I'm saying.
That's Clams. That's where we needed the crickets, baby. Where you at? Come on now. All right, Auburn on the road. Ray says, Yogi, what say you?
I think Tennessee had a couple of weeks where they were struggling to get the running game going, and it cost them. But I think they're going to pull it off tomorrow, Thursday night, and get a win at home.
All right, 1-1. Keith, what do you think? Tennessee going to hold serve, or is Auburn going to keep rolling?
I'm with Yogi. I think Tennessee gets a win. They haven't showed a ton of consistency, but their defense has slowly looked better. While Auburn with their new playbook, they've lost a little bit of explosiveness, I think, especially given that they run the conservative no huddle. I think there's possibility that this game is a little bit of a shootout, which has tended to favor Auburn's opponents this season. So I'm going Vols.
All right, I am also going Vols, but usually for personal reasons. This was the toughest game for me because I'm like, do I choose my wife or do I choose the team that I support and live in their city? So Lisa's not here. She doesn't listen to the show. She's traveling in Florida, so she's not going to know anyway. So I went Tennessee.
She'll never know.
That's right. So I went Tennessee.
Imagine if this is the one show.
The one time.
Lisa was
Oh, wait, I'm getting a text message from her right now. So AACL Nation also took Tennessee in kind of, I'm a little surprised by this, you guys. 25-7, overwhelmingly Tennessee. And I got to be honest with you, I think a lot of that has to do with both Freddie and Rodney Dangerfield playing out of their fucking minds last week, both rushing for over 100 yards. I think Gunny threw for over like 300 or something as well in addition to that. So I don't disagree with that. I think I think Tennessee is hot right now, and I think they take care of Auburn. Last pick, Nebraska at Ohio State. Nebraska on a roll. Ohio State eliminated last week. Ray, Ohio State, do you think they're going to be motivated to play spoiler, or are they just like, fuck it, season's over?
No, the fuck it, season's over. They really got nothing else to play for now. Pretty much they'll probably just try new shit. And there is no stopping the explosiveness of that fucking Nebraska offense since they picked up Mrs. Me in the middle of the season. Nebraska probably by like maybe 4 touchdowns.
I would agree with the Mrs. Me part, Yogi, but I also think it has a lot to do after week 10, I think it was, when Nebraska was able to go to a custom book. Once it was that custom book, they've been on fire and unstoppable.
That was after I think it was week 9.
Or maybe it was there earlier. I couldn't remember. Week
It was
9.
a little bit earlier. Yeah, they've been a different team with that playbook. You know, I almost want to go with the shock and awe and pick Ohio State because at any time they can explode for 48 points. But I just don't see it happening the way Nebraska's so hot right now. I'm going to go Nebraska.
All right, Keith, I know you're going to pick our team, but tell me why.
I'm actually a little hesitant to this week. Which that's going to surprise some people, but I think there's definitely a chance that Ohio State beats us this week. They're also on a 5-game losing streak, so they're looking for anything. They're actually number 3 in forcing turnovers, and we all know that Brooke likes to throw picks, but she also throws some touchdowns.
Yeah.
So it ends up evening itself out. Nate hasn't thrown a touchdown since week 9. I know that he's been injured, but that's still insane. And Ryan Davis is also a beast.
Yeah.
So it feels to me like as our coach, we're 6-1 the last 7 games. It feels like something's got to give eventually, and I would not be surprised if it's this week because we also haven't played a true road game since week 7.
Oh, wow.
So,
okay.
Yeah, So it feels to me like something's got to give eventually, and I would not be surprised if it's this week. But, of course, I still have a lot of confidence in our offense.
Yeah. AACL Nation, 26-8, picking Nebraska over Ohio State. I'm also taking Nebraska because I fucking play for Nebraska. That's it. In the chat, real quick, Winkler says, you already chose your wife, so you don't need to do it again. It's okay. Boom. Thank you, Wink. Appreciate that. See? So when Lisa calls me later, I'll be like, I already chose you, baby. I chose you for life. I only chose them for a game. You know what's up? You look pretty tonight.
You're trying to save yourself from the couch.
All right. Anyway, that's a wrap, folks. I'm gonna give myself a little extra time because I got some extra work to do before these games get started. So we're gonna kick things off at 8:45. I'll put a ping out here as soon as we go offline. So it's 8:07. Usually 8:37 would be because we give 30 minutes, but I'm just gonna round it up to 8:45. So I will see y'all at 8:45 this evening for the Missouri at Virginia Tech. I can't fucking talk tonight. Good thing I'm not calling that first game. Oh wait. Missouri at Virginia Tech kickoff game, followed by the Florida Cup, the battle for the Florida Cup with Florida and Miami. So we'll see you in a little bit. We'll see you at 8:45 Eastern for those kickoffs. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Appreciate everybody in the on the crew here with Ray, Yogi, Keith, and Clams on the 1s and 2s, who I think I forgot to introduce earlier, so I apologize for that as well. So we'll see you back then. Don't get in trouble in the meantime. Take it easy. Don't drink too much wine. I'm out.